fellow babies, and welcome to a pub chat where we open with one of the most important questions. Who's the asshat who invented that processed cheese crap anyway? I mean, how did you sit back when you were done and think, yeah, job done? You'll always be remembered in the anal hole of history, pal. Screw you. How's it going, Doug?
That's where they got the cheese from. Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the internet sensation, which is the Shills channel. And tonight we have Pub Chat with a dynamic duo, Dunk and Dick, the new stars of the internet. It's the new Abbott and Costello, the new Dean Martin and the other guy, and the new Morecambe Wise, the new Anton Deck, and dare I say it, the new Dick and Dom.
Yeah, the thing is, though, is if you go with the new, sometimes when they do the new, it doesn't work out very well. Like New York.
York.
Yeah. No, but yeah, there's a funny side twist to the whole story about Trump and square footage and getting all in trouble about real estate and stuff. It's actually a well-known truth to anybody who does real estate in New York that square footage is underreported. And the reason is they say, no, you're counting from the inner wall, but we're also renting you all the stuff that's in between, and you're actually paying the outer. But even still, it doesn't work out right. They lie. That's it, you know? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's funny.
You got the boom button. It's all going to go boom. Trump Tower. Mar-a-Lago, and anywhere else that Trump owned. All his golf courses, whole 18. That was a sniper taking him out, I think.
Yeah, almost sounded like I was getting some rap on there.
Oh, funny.
Yeah,
city sod.
It is going to be interesting to watch this unfold, not just in how much trouble is the guy going to get in, but in how people will still continue to support him all through it. Like it's to the point now where it's blind. It's that whole thing like, Android users say iPhone users are just sheep and they just, and it's this, that kind of argument. Like people are blindly following him and they refuse to believe anything except the parts they want. Right.
It's interesting though, because it's like, well, Jesus Christ, they still fucking crucified him. That followers, backed out pretty quickly. It says, oh no, Trump is trumped Jesus Christ, literally.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to watch how it all plays out. I hope there's no more swarming buildings and violence with guns and everything. Let's just play this out on social media and shit, people. We don't have to actually get off the couch. Come on.
Yeah, no. I don't know. I don't think these. I don't think they will. The far right MAGA nut jobs. I don't think they will take up arms. I think they'll just.
I hope not.
Don't know.
I mean, lots of people have been prosecuted and harshly for the January 6th uprising, whatever you'd want to call it. So, damn near insurrection, right?
Yeah, and they know for a fact that, everybody isn't just going to, fall behind them and support them. They're just, in the military and the police and everybody that, that's just not going to happen. Because ironically, the military and the police like to follow the Constitution, which is lot wanting to get rid of. Yeah.
Caesar, they're not working for you, actually. But I don't want to just focus on that.
You reckon he's going to be summering in Russia this year?
Yeah, I mean, I actually do believe there's a chance that he'll eventually realize that he's got some serious, repercussions coming. And I think the only place that makes logical sense is he would bail to Russia, because him and oligarchs and dirty money and blah, blah, it goes hand in hand. I mean, that's where
I wonder if he's got a golf course in Russia. I mean, he's got them everywhere else.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's probably not too hard to look up if he's actually in Russia. It's not like here. Yeah, public access to knowledge. What am I thinking?
We'll ask Starsky next time he's on.
Dear God, yeah.
Oh dear.
There's
we should explain about Starsky. Why we didn't have the show this weekend.
Oh yeah. He's on walkabout. He's doing the trip. We don't have to give out too many details and whatnot. Most of you probably already know anyway.
It's normally called an invasion or a blitzkrieg, but he's just calling it a trip.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's scheduled times and all are damn near impossible. We'll see if there's a chance we can do something, if he just finds time and a decent connection and whatnot. But, it's not really the best timing. So we'll see,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had to explain to someone on Discord the other day that quite frankly, with Starsky, we're totally it's down to his assignments and what he's doing. He can't set a regular time. We try, but we can't help it.
We have the right time of day because if he's free, he's going to be free around then. But even still, there's no guarantee, right? It's war zone and everything, Guy's captain and all, right? But that's that, right?
I got a bit of news from Russia actually.
Oh,
yeah. Do you want to pin me?
Okay.
Pin me to the wall, Mr. Dawson.
Pin the tail on the donkey. Okay.
Okay. We'll go with that one instead. But tell me if you can. What's wrong with this picture?
At least it worked this time.
Can you tell me what's wrong with this picture? Anybody in the chat? Can you tell me what's wrong with this picture?
Well,
this is of an airfield in Russia.
The white ones don't look like real, and it's blown up. It's missing parts.
Yeah.
What's the other things that look like the pieces from a model kit?
I don't know. There's support bits, but it's like, well, the one on the left, you see, it's got like a shadow on the ground.
The others don't. Yeah,
the others don't. They've been painted.
Yeah,
they've been painted onto the tarmac.
Oh, I see. I get it.
It's kind of sneaky, clever, kind of like in World War II, kind of British, sort of thing we used to do. But it's like, they've painted on their bombers onto the tarmac.
Yeah, they should have at least used like cardboard or something to get the shadow, right?
You get some inflatable ones or something.
Yeah.
But that is just so funny. It's kind of like genius and hilarious as well because because of all these drone attacks that they've been getting. This is their way of trying to avoid hitting the target.
That is funny. My God, the ingenuity, that's clever. I mean, it took us all 10, 15 seconds or something.
Yeah, but if you're a drone and you're flying a drone, you're not really taking that much. I wouldn't say care, but you're just looking at it and going, "Oh, there's a plane! There's a plane! Attack it!"
Yeah, but I don't know, because as soon as I looked at it, I was like, something's not right. And it just took me a minute to kind of look it over. But instinctively, I could tell right away. What a subtitle thing I was on fucking layaway. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, he's gone to sleep again.
Yeah, it's weird the way that happens. But yeah, I mean, instinctively, I looked at it and I was like, okay, there's something not right away, It's funny. And I'm nobody that's any good at visuals and editing and I mean, I can't even draw a stick person properly, so
you can't even draw a straight line. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm terrible. Absolutely horrid. So yeah, in another loss to the regular man, Ontario, Canada, they just raised the minimum wage up like over $1. And they were just, look at us, King Rooster. But all that does is bring it up to, what is it, like $16 something an hour? And, advocacy groups and whatnot for people and so on were just like, it's a pathetic joke. It's not even a living wage at this point. Like, what,
Well, at first I thought you meant they actually raised it to $1.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 1655.
Which
yeah.
is what in real money?
That's probably about 11 or 12
8
bucks
quid.
American. Yeah.
About 8
You know?
quid.
Yeah. It's a joke.
It's not far off what the minimum wage is over here either. I think the minimum wage is pretty much everywhere. It's just it's ridiculous.
California just put theirs to 20 bucks.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which is about right. You know?
Still not a lot.
No, but the difference between like 15 and 16 and 20 is the difference between having to share a 1-bedroom with somebody and sharing a 2-bedroom. So at least everybody gets a goddamn bedroom, right?
Or having a bedroom and some money for some food.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. Nothing wrong with a box of Kraft dinner once in a while, right?
Yeah. But wages have been pretty poor. They've been getting worse and worse over the past few years. It's like, the way people, like when you used to work at Ford back in the olden days.
Yeah.
That was a good job because you got paid well, you had a good pension, and the company looked after you.
Yeah.
Now no one does that anymore. It's just like, you're lucky if you get anything.
Yeah. I worked at a car plant in 1987, and I started at like 17 something dollars an hour and shot up to over 20 within like 6 months. And that was good money then. But those basic jobs now are only 24, 25 or something. Like, it has not kept pace at all. But profits are through the moon, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Plus, you can't buy any new cars anyway because they're not available. They haven't got chips in them. And
Oh, yeah. And half of them aren't even worth buying. Like, Kia and Hyundai right now. Everybody park your car on the road. It could explode. What?
Or get stolen. One or the other.
Yeah. But yeah, remember that thing, there's that recall. If you have a Kia or a Hyundai right now, park it away from your house because there is a serious fire hazard with the cars. And I think it was like 3.6 million vehicles are on recall right now. There's like a total advisory. Keep that thing out of your garage.
Yeah, park it next door.
Yeah. Find that neighbor that you really don't like and just say, hey, you got garage spot for a few days? I got to park this thing. Going out of town.
Your car would look nice with a Kia in the garage, don't you think?
Sitting and thinking, no, it's not just the electric ones. It has something to do with the electrical system of all the fuel burning ones. Like over the last, I think all the vehicles sold in the last 3 or 4 years, or a 3 or 4 year chunk of very, very recent vehicles, though. I'd have to look it up for sure. Let me just check it out here.
So a bit of a side note on the vehicle thing. Did you see the floods that were happening in New York?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, most roads was like a foot deep in water, and the cars were getting stranded, and just people were coming out and helping push the cars away. But these are internal combustion engine cars. What the hell is going to happen with electric cars under a foot of water?
Yeah. Well, here. So 2012 till 15 Hyundai Accents, 2011 to 15 Elantras, 2013 to 15 Elantra something or others, 14 and 15 Equos, whatever they are, 11 to 15 Genesis Coupe, however you want to say it, 13 to 15 Santa Fe's, 13 Santa Fe Sport, 10 to 13 Tuscans, and 10 to 12 Veracruz. Now, this is the Canadian list, but additionally, there's another 1.5 million in the U.S. There's Hyundai's got over 700,000 in recall. Kia's got a whole new list too. The Barrigo, the Cadenzas, the Forte Coupe, K900, Optima Rios, Roundos, Sorrentos, Souls, Sportages, and it's all 2010 to 2015 vehicles. So yeah, something didn't wear well in the electrical system, and it's causing fires. right? There's probably a wire or something with like on the high current side of things that, over time rubbed and started getting exposed and is grounding out or something. But take it serious. Like Kia themselves are saying, don't park these damn vehicles in your garage. It's that serious. Yeah. And then there's another 600,000 from Kia and Hyundai that are getting recalled because of a problem with the anti-lock braking system. Oh, no, it's the anti-lock braking system that can start this fire. That's what it is. So, yeah, there's got to be the Hyundai.
Yeah, but spontaneously combusting, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, there must be some electrics in the anti-lock braking system that are degrading, right? And arcing, for sure.
Maybe they shouldn't coat them with phosphorus or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, it seems to be based around the anti-lock brake fuse itself, and dealers will fix it to no cost to the owners. But they won't even be notified until November, and that's by mail. So if you're like a used owner, you're not going to even hear about this.
Nah.
Right? How helpful. Because how many people still have their 2010 Kia?
Although, I must admit, so when I got my my Toyota, secondhand, I got a letter from them when a recall came in. So they found me.
Oh, that's nice. That's really cool. But that's Toyota.
Yeah. Well,
this isn't.
True.
Yeah. I would have some faith in Toyota as well, just because they got such a history of great, lasting, good products, right? They seem to be wanting to do anything to keep it. And I would if I was a car company, right? That's gold. Anybody who doesn't give a shit about cars in any way and they don't care about performance or even the style of the car and whatnot, Toyota is one of those brands you just go to because they last.
Yeah, my poor old car is always like beat up. It's got dents in it and all kinds of stuff. I wish people would stop asking me if I want to sell it though.
Oh man, you must get bugged a lot.
Yeah. Of course, as I keep telling them, it's not worth me selling it. It's worth more to me being the owner of it.
Yeah, but you could get. Sorry.
Bless you.
Because of the age and everything of your Land Cruiser, there's people that will properly overpay just because they'll rebuild it. And it's the only way to get one these days. Like, the market went stupid on a few vehicles over the last few years, and it's one of them.
Oh, it's stupid. It's stupid now at the minute with the new ultra low emission zone charges that come in. And but the thing about selling my car is yes, you're quite right that someone would pay over the odds, but most people think, I'll just get a bargain. I'll just knock him down, get a bargain. But what's happening now with the ultra low emission zones is that all secondhand cars that are compliant to the ULEZ, they up the prices on them.
Oh yeah.
So and you can't get a new car anyway. You can't afford a new car. And if your car is not compliant, then those secondhand prices have gone down.
Yeah.
So it's like if you want to sell your non-compliant car, you get nothing for it, and then you want to buy a compliant one, the prices are hiked up.
And you know what will happen is any of the cool cars that are non-compliant, they're going to be grabbed up by people like YouTubers and stuff in the not too distant future and electrified as projects, right? Because then you can get them cheap. And you got something cool, and it makes other people want to watch because they think they can do it, and they watch your montage video in 20 minutes and go, right, I'm in, and they get it home and they got a Sawzall in their hand and they don't know what to do.
See, I'm not convinced of this retro electrifying cars. I mean, surely a car that's designed to be electric from the ground up is going to be a whole lot more efficient than a retrofitted one.
The way I look at it is leave the damn car the way it is. And there's frames. Like there's a couple of companies in America and they have frames for kit cars and stuff that are homologated with the government. They're legal. And you just get one of those and build yourself an electric car and skin it to look like whatever classic you want. Why if you're going to go through all the trouble of ripping out subframes and yada yada and blah blah, just start over.
I don't think you can do kit cars in the UK anymore because
what about Morgans?
I'm not too sure. Well, you don't buy
Caterhams.
them as a kit, do you?
No, but Caterhams are kit cars that just come assembled, right?
Yes.
It's just a 7.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. It's because it's been assembled. It's considered a commercial. What would you call it? Not a commercial vehicle, but it's a car design. If you build a car from scratch in the UK, it's now considered by the DVLA as a brand new car, and it has to go through all the rigorous tests.
That's the same. It's the same here, but a few companies have homologated chassis that you can buy and use. That's the only way it works over here, right? Otherwise, you're screwed. Because you could never get it through. Well, maybe in Florida or something. Because they seem to let that Cletus McFarland Garrett guy do whatever he wants. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no expert on this subject. I'm just like racking my brain of things I've heard. Barry down the pub told me.
Up here, it would be really hard, but I think if you used one of those American homologated chassis, you could get it through because you have 3D modeling of crashes and stuff, the kind of things that actually need to be passed, right? So, but I'm not 100%, but. I mean, aside from that, if you're going to take a older car, then there's lots of them out there and blah, blah, whatnot. Okay, yeah, fine. Just electrify it. Who cares? But for the love of God, don't take a Ferrari 250 GT or GTO or California or even, or whatever and electrify it. Just don't. Right? Leave the good cars. Just leave them as they are.
No. Dump it. Dump the engine. Get rid of it.
Yeah. I bought it for $20 million. Let's put some Tesla under the hood. No.
Yeah. Well, maybe somebody should take the DeLorean and remodel that to an electric car. It was a shit. Internal combustion engine car, but
terrible. 130 horsepower. Seriously, Usain Bolt can get to the store faster. Ridiculous. Yeah. But that would be a great car to electrify. For sure, right? Because who cares? The DeLorean, right? I mean, it's got wood inside junk. It just looks cool.
When you say it's got wood inside, you're talking about the gearbox.
Yeah. Well, that too, and the brakes, right?
Yeah, it's got one of those big levers that you pull with brake pads on it.
Yeah.
Does DeLorean still exist as a?
There's a guy in California that seems to have bought what was left of the company, and he's got a warehouse full of parts because it shut down during making cars. Right? There's a lot of parts.
Yeah, but so does he have the DeLorean name then?
Well, he tried to do a resurrection of the car because he had enough parts, but it was never going to be legal for the road again. Right. And they don't have a situation where they have old VIN numbers that they can use. That's, a few companies have done that trick, but so yeah.
I have seen some, AI, so redesigns. It probably wasn't even AI. It was probably just someone with CG skills doing redesigns of a modern DeLorean, and it looks really very cool.
I love the DeLorean look myself.
Yeah.
The
it looks
doors.
like a Lotus.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. It's an Esprit, right? They just modified the chassis and everything, right? They gave what's his name there, Colin Chapman, a whole bunch of money to screw off with. Who knows what he did with it? Yeah. That's another story. But there's a lot that could be turned into a good car with that, It's just it's all so poorly executed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's when well, it's like a lot of Italian cars, great design, but just awful cars.
Yeah, open the dash of like a 1970s Lamborghini, and it just looks like somebody coughed up spaghetti. It's just wires everywhere. Harness? We don't need no stinking harness. You know?
But then we talked about it before. I mean, you talked about the Lotus Esprit, and I love the Lotus Esprit, the original. It's
So do I.
Still my most favorite car in the world. But terrible car.
Yeah. It's horribly built, especially the early ones, the ones that are the sexiest, that look the coolest. It's the most James Bond, right? You know?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
But the early one without the turbo, I mean, the only thing you could do to go fast was be very patient, because eventually it would be going fast. And then if you could keep the momentum going, it was fun, right? But it's 0 to 60 was hopeful, you know? It was spunky. It was slow, you know? But if, like I said, if you got it going and you were in the, it was beautiful to drive, right? You know?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't know about that.
Well, you know, reputation.
In my
right?
dreams, it's beautiful to drive.
Yeah.
I'll never know. I'll never know.
My favorite driving car that I have got to drive is a Porsche 944 Turbo, the 951. 50-50 weight balance. It's got amazing turn in and throttle response out. Like, I won't get too into this, but yeah, awesome car. Way under appreciated in its time, but now it's starting to gain because, you know, it is actually good. Anyway, you know, we don't want to get too deep in cars here.
Yeah, it was just a Volkswagen Beetle that's been squashed.
Oh, that's the 911, but yeah. Yeah. Well, it's you know, there's a lot of there's a big argument there, right? Classic sports car, but why the hell is the engine in the back?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, you know.
Or does it sound like a hairdryer?
I love that sound.
You got a leaf blower in the back of your car. No, it's a Volkswagen
I love
Beetle.
that sound, actually. I love it.
Right, off the cars.
Yeah.
No more car talk. What do you think? This is Top Gear.
Yeah. What about Costco selling gold?
Yeah. No, you just blown it.
Yeah. So Costco Canada is selling gold bars, 1 ounce little gold, you know, ingots, or I don't know what the hell they're called, right? You know,
ingots.
Yeah. And it's 1 ounce, 24 karat, and they're selling on the shelf today for $2,679.99. But you can get them at the Canadian Toronto Dominion Bank for $2,670. And on Wednesday, the NASDAQ had them listed at about $25.52. So it's not even a good deal, but they're flying off the shelves. What the hell is wrong with you people?
You say it's 1 ounce.
Yeah.
That's nothing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a little, you know, it's just a little thing.
That's not even like a ring.
No, it's just, well, yeah, I don't know. They're pretty thin. They're the kind of thing you can get in Dubai in like vending machines. I shit you not. It's true. You know, just in case you don't have enough gold in your pocket and you're like, my God, I can't even find well, they're calling it a gold bar, but it's just not. It's more like a little wafer.
A wafer thin.
Yeah, it looks like it should be unwrapped from the gold foil and it would be some cool chocolate, you know?
Yeah. Well, it probably is. That's probably exactly what it is. You unwrap it, you find some chocolate underneath it, and you go, "Oh, where's the gold?" No, you don't know that. You just took the gold off. You threw it away.
Yeah. You better go back and get your trash.
We got a CP chat.
Oh wow! You gonna read it?
Oh, if you want.
I wasn't looking at the screen.
It's from CF Beauty for $5.
Yay!
She says, and CF Beauty is the beautiful woman in the chat who is looking after the Shills, Shills name in there. So say hello to her. I just wanted to tell my Shills family how happy I am to be part of this amazing family. Everyone from chat peeps to mod team and our amazing hosts. When are they going to be on? They're saying great. Thank you, CF.
Thank you very much. That was an awesome one. That was like motivational speaking. I will now strive to be the best version of myself I can be. Should I take my mask off now and reveal that I'm really Snoopy from Peanuts?
Snoopy? I thought you were fucking. What's his name? What's the trash can one? Oh, what's he called?
Oh, Pigpen.
Pigpen.
It always has the cloud. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck you.
Never a chance. You couldn't afford me.
Yeah, see the trash can. Everybody's like the Grouch, Oscar the Grouch. See, that's why I was confused, right? Yeah.
Oh, we've got Barry Mundy as a member for 2 months. Says, cool guys. Love the pub chat from Australia. Public holiday today. King's birthday. Lol. Whatever. Which king? What, the King of Australia?
Maybe they're celebrating the birthday of the singer from the Kings of Leon. You know that band? So maybe that makes sense, right? Happy birthday, Leon.
Is it King Charles' birthday today? I mean, why didn't I know about that? And I'm in the UK. Oh, just not taking any notice.
You know, at this point in his life, I'm not sure that he noticed. You know, it's like, what?
What? Another one.
Yeah, I was having a nap.
DMC for $2 Australian says, press a button for me. Smiley face.
Will do.
Got 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah. Twofer. It was too bad this week we didn't get to do the Shark Week button. I love the reaction when the shark starts talking. Starsky loves that.
Yeah, he loves it. He hasn't cottoned on that when we bring it on the animation, he's supposed to tell a story, not just like sit and look at it and go, "Oh, this is brilliant! This is brilliant! I love it." No, do something with it, you numpty. This is your moment to shine. Be a shark, you know. No, I'm just sitting there enjoying watching it.
Bombi 1138 in the chat there. Dawson, your favorite Muppet? Got to be Animal. He's got the most talent as a musician, right? It's got to be Animal.
Hey, but he's not the leader of the band. What was the name of the band again? Can you remember? Can anybody remember? Chat, can you remember? God, what was it? Oh. He had the gold tooth and the big floppy hat.
Yeah, what was that guy? Guy Smiley? No, that's the reporter guy.
No one can remember. Dr. Teeth in the Electric Mayhem. That was it. A.F. Kaplan got it. Dr. Teeth.
Wow. I never would have remembered that.
On Discord the other night, was it last night? Yeah, last night. We did some music trivia. Basically, I was doing clips of some tunes from across the years, and it was like name the artist, name the title, name the artist, sometimes name the year, and well, Dr. Clive Wells in the bloody chat was Googling them all. I was like, come on, be fair. It takes me longer for me to do the clips than it does for you to just Google it. And then we came up with one which was just like an intro, and so it had no words on it, so you couldn't Google it.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was quite fun, but
had to stump them.
Yeah, so if you want to play games with us in Discord, come over there. It's you all asked for it, you got it, and we're trying to build it. What we really need is a real cool Discord-y type person who can really turn it into something massive.
That's not me, but I am about to give up on trying to get my personal account back from Discord because they're still just giving me the runaround. So I'll make a new account soon and get in there.
Yeah,
I'm not very busy in Discord, but I'll join it. Yeah. Yeah. Let me just look through all the shit in the background here. We look like we're clear right now. What has happened this week that we didn't get a chance to discuss yet that I wanted to? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
There's the whole thing with Epic Games. They had a class action lawsuit brought against them for unfair loot box practices and whatnot. You know, just devilishly off bad stuff in games that trying to get you to waste money. And they were totally found guilty, and they paid out like $2.7 million, which works out to be up to $25 per user. And they're just doing it based on how long you were logged in playing the game.
Right.
But what? And then the lawyers get 25%, so they all make off like bandits. What's that? What is the point of doing anything to the guys who put out this game? They probably spend more than $2.7 million a day in advertising when they bring out a new game. And what's the point of giving somebody like $12 from some big, huge lawsuit where only the people that talk in court actually get anything? It doesn't hurt the company. It's not like it's going to stop them. 2.7 million was nothing. But it's all just a farce now. You know, I want, like, do a lot of people in the law community know that this is a farce now, but nobody just says anything just so it can keep going and everybody gets good money? It's a joke.
Oh yeah, well, that's exactly what lawyers will do. They don't care as long as they can get a buck, you know, doing their job, being lawyery type people. You know,
yeah,
they don't care.
Yeah, I just find the whole thing ridiculous. It takes forever, you know, and nothing comes out of it in the end. 2.7 million. That's Canadian, no less. You know, I mean, even like a country like Greece could afford to pay out that. No offense to anybody. You know, it's not like we're rich.
Just, no offense to anybody, just the Greeks.
Yeah. Kind of bad for that, you know. But I make fun of us just as much. I mean, my money's worth like, you know, I try to send Dunk some money to help out, and, you know, it's not even worth gum. You know, like, you can't even go to the store. It's not even worth the fuel. Right?
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose you should bring it up the thing.
I think Canada's thinking about switching to the peso so that we could get real currency again. It's getting bad. Oh, I just pissed off. Damn it. I gotta shut up now, okay?
Yeah, in case anybody doesn't understand what Dick's talking about, yeah, we have been doing a bit of a fundraiser because I had my roof of our house needed some major repairs. It's running up to like $6,000,
and look, you see where he lives. It's so hard to get roofers to even show up in a swamp, let alone work in one. Look at that.
Yeah, $6,000 for that mud hut. Didn't even tile it; they just put mud on the top of it.
Yeah. He had Shrek over to look, and Shrek agreed. It was crap.
David Wally says, "Give Dunk your life savings now."
Yeah, I gave him 12 cents, but, you know, it would cost more to. Yeah, I didn't have enough to cover the transfer fees.
Yeah. So super chat Dick 14 cents, so he can send me the 12. Yeah. Oh no, Google's gonna take their cut. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, no. I need to, like, increase my monetary position by about tenfold in order to make it so that you don't have to pay just to receive the note that says, "Sorry, I tried."
Well, the thing is, you could always sell that NASA van that we got bought for $22 trillion.
It turns out we might have overpaid on that. Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, some of the coax wiring, a little bad.
It's not Kia, was it?
Yeah. The networking was all based on ARPANET protocols, so it would all have to be upgraded.
Yeah, you went out to go and pick up the van, and there was just a pile of ash
yeah.
in a van-shaped dark shadow on the ground.
Yeah, it was like a Fiat that was out in the rain for 3 days. It's just gone.
Not even a NASA sticker to mark the site.
But thanks to all who donated, because, it was a worthy dream. We'll try again. I mean, it was only trillions. What are you going to do?
Yeah. Yeah, we should just buy a rocket next time.
Yeah. Oh, by Mark in the chat there. The good news is that Canadian dollars are worth more than Australian dollars. Yeah, that was one of the few times when I ever got on the plus side of things, when I was sending money to get somebody in Australia some equipment, and they gave me the price, and then I did the conversion and sent the cash, and I was like, wait a minute, it's less. This is awesome. It finally happened.
Well, what other countries use dollars? I can't think. US, obviously.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Yeah.
I'm not overly educated on the currency names of places.
Bahamas, AMJ says.
Oh. Panama, US dollar. Hawaii would use it. I guess that's a true state now or whatever, though. I don't know.
Apparently, my son just
New
says
Zealand?
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. Wow. Interesting.
Must be Zimbabwean dollars, though. It's scratched out on the skin of a zebra.
This is empty. I just need a second here.
Oh, no. Here we go. It's my turn to take over the show, because Dick Dawson's going to bugger off and get a drink. So go on.
Okay.
Off you go. Off you go. Off you toddle. Go get a drink. So now we can talk shit about him while he's gone. While he's gone, we can talk shit about him. Yeah, no. I really got to prepare for these like moments where he's going to bugger off, because I keep saying to him, that I've got to have something to say when you do this, because usually you just like throw me under the bus, and I've got nothing to say. Teresa asked, Doug, do you have your Chardonnay there? Yes, I do. Sipping at this little box, very very slowly. So. It lasts a long time. Oh, he's back. He's got the drink. Shh, don't tell him what we talked about.
Okay, well, I'll just have to watch back.
Yeah, welcome back. Nothing was said. No, yeah, we didn't say anything about you. Not a peep.
Here's the thing for everybody in the chat. Who in the last 5 years has had an airline completely screw you over or screw you up, or somebody to the point where, because a flight was like massively delayed, and then there was like a kerfuffle about swapping to a different flight, they missed connections and lost big money and stuff, and nobody on the airline side ever wants to take an ounce of responsibility. There's
you got a story that where did that
come
from?
A couple from British Columbia they were going to some country to do some horse trekking thing, Mongolia, I think it is. And so they had to get a couple of connecting flights. Now they had a huge buffer of time, but things got out of hand with the delays. So the airline finally found them a different flight that they could get them there in time and everything would be good. But then the airline employees refused to remove their bags from one flight to get them onto another one. And, right, so everybody else down the line was totally cool about it and refunded them their flights back, everything, blah, blah, except Air Canada in this case, who totally just became total jerks about it, would basically do nothing until the press started getting involved, and now they're slowly starting to admit and pay out a bit of dollars and whatnot. But, I mean, it shouldn't come down to having to fight and get it in the news just to get your cash back when somebody screws you over. Give me the goddamn money.
Yeah, it's funny how you have stories like that where it becomes a headline because, you know, it's somebody's story and they have to bloody take it to the press before, you know, anybody starts to listen.
Yeah.
And it's not really much of a story. It's just like, look at this fucking arsehole, you know, sort it out.
But more and more people are interested in these consumer interest type stories because, you know, it helps you be educated so you can be wary of said company, right? You know, I noticed that they get quite a bit of traffic. These kind of stories always end up in the top ranking of like news sites and stuff these days.
Yeah.
That's why I keep seeing them, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because consumer stories sort of thing.
Yeah. You know? But yeah, like, you know, we have consumer protection agencies with the government and so on and so forth, depending on your government, the different name, of course, or whatever. But why do we have to resort to class action lawsuits and all this garbage when, you know, it's when these kind of things with an airline come up month after month with the same airlines over and over for the same damn things, what does it take before somebody in a government agency goes, I've seen that on the news a lot lately. Maybe I should look into that tomorrow. You know, like, what the?
Yeah, PJC in the chat says, I got 1,500 quid out of Cellnet in an out-of-court settlement in the 1990s after I went on local BBC radio about the issue I had with them.
Yeah. Exactly. You know,
I suppose the modern day ways that a lot of people do it is they go to Twitter and then of course
social media.
You go to Twitter and obviously the news, a lot of news journalists and news organizations are watching Twitter and pick the stories from there.
But
it suddenly becomes a headline in their.
But that's only for people tech savvy enough to know you have to @ people and so on, right? For some people, just writing the local paper so that it goes up the chain, right, into the, you know, the regional feed and so on and whatnot is still the better way, you know? But how many people do they get? And how many people do they really help? Like, is this, you know, just making us think that it works when really most people just fall through the cracks still, right?
Arachnid Inc. sent in $4.99. Say, look up Wizz Air with the Ukrainians. It's been repeated incidents too. I'd rather walk than use Wizz Air.
But see, this is, I think that every country has these stories now because at this point, I think airlines are so tight on margins and it's barely even a doable business. For some reason, humanity has this thing where governments are propping up airlines to keep them going. But if it's not a profitable business, why not let the market retool itself? Like, you know, maybe screw people that want to fly from Vegas to LA because it's only a couple hour drive or whatever anyway. And I don't know, right? You know, but it just seems odd, you know?
Well, the thing is, it's not even just airlines you hear this about. You hear about it's like the governments are propping up just about every industry.
Oh, yeah. Farming, big time.
Farming, the car industry, you know, just so many. And you think, I say, I'm trying to think of things, and I just say so many because I can't think of any. But, you know, it's like, the government is propping up so many things. And is this society working?
Well, imagine the market corrections that would go on if the government stopped propping up so many things, right? Like farming. Yeah, there would be a whole different way of doing things because you'd want to be buying local to get a better price. Otherwise, potatoes at 5 times the cost or whatever and so on. And, you know, because farmers don't make enough. But the companies that buy their stuff make way too much. And then it gets to the grocery store who doesn't make all that much selling it to get to us. It's the guys in between that are screwing everybody over. Right? Like you can grow, you know, if it wasn't for like McCain buying up all the potatoes or McDonald's and so on and whatnot. And, you know, there's so much market control. Like, oh, you could go on and on about this, but it's It would be very, very interesting to see what would happen without all the subsidies in place. Definitely. Things would just change and drastically, and new models would have to spring up because it just would all, it wouldn't work.
Yeah, communism. Let's give that one a go.
Well, hardcore anti-socialist people would be hard pressed to argue against the fact that there's a slight socialist thing to subsidizing your farmers to make sure all your people can, afford to eat and stuff. Otherwise, it's, I just, it's a Google Cheese Mountain. Cheese Mountain.
Cheese Mountain.
Yeah, is that the song by Neil Young? No, Sugar Mountain. Just kidding.
Cheese Mountain. No, I just checking on the green room. Apparently, we missed a super chat from Barry Monday, who donated Australian dollar through super chats. We missed the shout. He didn't put a message.
Look at that. We did. Sorry, dude.
One.
Sorry, dude. Hey, Barry. Thank you. Damn it.
Yeah, sorry about
that,
Barry.
Happen?
We're so lazy and remiss.
Yeah.
But talking about airplanes and shit like that. Do you remember the movie Superman?
Oh yeah. I love that movie. Right. It still holds up when you watch it. Well, not all of it, but the big first.
Slow down.
Yeah.
We're not going to do a review of the movie.
It was
just talking about air flight because he always the quote, and I think it's been used constantly, and I think it was probably just like quoted from the movie. Is like, statistically speaking, air travel is still the safest way to travel.
Yeah.
Is it? Is that true? Is that Superman script writing, and people just use that and carry? They just requote that because that's what they've heard. And I mean, how many times have you heard people dying traveling by tortoise?
Well. I would say it would depend on how you arrived at the number, because it's statistics, right? So you could say in 1979 there was less deaths per 100,000 travelers in airlines versus cars, because cars were shitty back then, like for safety and stuff, and maybe that metric doesn't count anymore. It's statistics. I don't know enough about how they got there.
Yeah, because if you are talking about statistics, if your plane crashes on takeoff, then effectively you haven't actually traveled to your destination. So you can take that off. You can take that out of the statistics. That one doesn't count.
Yeah. And like PJ in the chat there. I mean, what happens if you get in a car accident trying to get to the airport? That skews the statistics, right?
Yeah. No, I'm just a stupid throwaway thing that came to my head the other day. I don't know why. I was just like woke up thinking, Superman movie lied to me.
Yeah. Speaking of that movie, though, I want to point out one thing. Some of the effects don't hold up very well, but overall, the movie's still really good to rewatch again in its whole. But the first big save with the helicopter and the building and Lois Lane and everything, holy, does that hold up? That is so well filmed. It still is incredible to watch.
You think?
Oh, yeah, totally. I totally do. It might be like I saw that in the theater. So I remember just being wowed, right? So, maybe I'm still overly, nostalgia memory there too. But for me, it really, do we have some shout outs to do there?
Yeah, we do. But I do have a problem with Lex Luthor, because that hair does not look real.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry. The joke is it was a wig.
Yeah. Well, no, that's but I remember as a kid, I was blown away when he pulled the wig off at the end and was bald, right? You know. So, but afterwards, I learned who the actor was and everything, and I guess I read about it after Hackman was like, I don't want to be bald all movie.
Yeah.
And they were just like, just do a skull cap trick at the end then,
Gene Hackman is so good.
Oh, yeah.
Do the shout out.
Yeah, well, okay, I got one here. Michael Mueller has sent in 65 Canadian for the roof fund.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, that was a direct donation through. So huge shout out there. Here, let me hit the
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, wait a minute. Let me find the button there. There we go. Yay! Right?
That's my roof collapsing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
what it looked like. We also have a super chat in from Blue Neptune for $10. They count all people, but only a few fly. Same with shark tax. Sorry, do you want to try reading that? But
they count all people,
properly?
but only a few fly the same with shark attacks. That's with shark attacks. Is that the Starsky reference then? Did we also miss one from Arachnid?
Oh. Scrolling. Yes.
My scroll isn't working. Okay. Yeah. Go.
Arachnid Inc. send £9.99. They said this was going back to what we were talking about earlier. She says they said a Ukrainian amputee was drunk and kicked him off the plane, even though he had papers stating that he was on strong medication for the amputated leg, and pushed him off the plane as he hit his head. Yeah, this was talking about was it Wizz Air?
Yeah. Holy!
Oh, that's just tough.
Wow! I mean,
yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah, especially as when the flight starts, they probably come out with the drinks trolley and start offering people alcohol anyway.
Yeah.
Are you dumb or something?
There, we'll give him that one. Dear God, eh? Holy. Let's see here. Make sure everything's caught up in the background. What time is it? Okay. I got to kick into dad mode after here in a bit and get supper ready and stuff, but it's only like 4:30 my way, so I'm not rushed yet. I think we're caught up on shout outs and everything. Yep, there we go. Where's that other thing here that I had? Oh. Yeah, okay, good. I opened the browser because I had a couple other things I wanted to bring up, and it crashed. That's great.
Oh, that helped. Make something up. Something up. Today, Australia has moved closer to New Zealand in a united effort to bring the two countries closer together, quite literally. So the sheep can now leap across the land masses. There we go. There's news.
So if you can't sleep, just go out and watch them.
Hey, look, you want news. If you want facts, go somewhere else.
Yeah, I never claimed to be factual.
I thought you said fuckable.
No, that's true too at this point in my life, I'm too broken and tired and old.
Just sent in one.
Barry Mundy wanted a goat scream. So I multiplied it by $5, giving him a huge shout out in the Shills family, or giving him a huge shout out. Big heart, thanks for being in the Shills family. Okay, here we go. I can do that. We'll do it twice. Oh, wait a minute. Come on. I don't know. The button just died.
Yeah. Now listen, everybody else in the chat. Stop making CF Beauty put all the super chats out. Just do one yourself, so she doesn't have to. She's only doing it to make the chat look pretty.
I like the pretty colors. If you're somebody that's got the new iPhone 15, you find it running hot and whatnot. A lot of people complaining about that. They say there's an update coming out soon. Unfortunately, what it's going to be, the history has usually proved this to be true, is
It's
they're
a
just
cool
gonna
bag.
Yeah, no, well, they're gonna throttle back the CPU some in some circumstances because it's running too hot. And so all the benchmarks and all the speed performance that they promised when you bought it is now going out the door. So, but that's what we get for, buying into this it's thinner stuff. Here, 1 second here. Right? See, there's my phone, right? That's how thick it is. But it's not, because it has that stupid damn camera bump on the back too, right? So saying it's that thick is already a lie anyway. And with that stupid camera bump, I put it on the table and then I try to type on it and it wiggles around like this, right? So why not just make it 2 mil thicker and give me more battery and better cooling so the damn thing works better? Like, stop this nonsense,
Yeah, it's not just an Apple trait anymore, is it?
No, it's everyone. It's all of them, right?
They're all doing it. Oh, you want your foldable phone? Oh, and yeah, that's just going to work out well in years to come.
They have a foldable that's not dust proof. Somebody has it, and there's a guy in my neighborhood that has it. And I live in a desert area. Like, this would just be sand and cactus if it wasn't for humans. And so, great choice. I'm sure that's going to last you. An idiot. You have to dust so much living here because of it's, it just blows up. It's in the air. It's all around us on the hills and stuff, right?
It's everywhere.
Yeah. That's funny, though. I mean, that shouldn't even be, it's not even dust proof. Well, that's not a mobile phone then, is it? It's just a show-off thing. Oh, look at me. Oh, it doesn't work anymore, but, I don't know. And then the new Samsung foldable, the big fold-out one, they're joining Right to Repair in a big way. You can get the new screen for the inside of your foldable. It's $900.
Oh, yeah, bargain.
Oh, yeah, half the cost of the phone.
See, the thing is, if you go back to the old days of mobile phones, when we just had like a mobile phone.
Those old Nokias and stuff. Yeah,
just a phone, or even like a fancy one, like a Razor. And can you imagine back then saying that well, we got a phone. It does loads of stuff, but it's £1,000.
Yeah,
it's 1,200 quid.
Yeah.
Would you? But you go fuck.
Yeah, you'd be Steve You'd be Steve Ballmer reacting to the iPhone launch. $500.
It's like, and then not only that, it's like, okay, I've got my phone. Oh, now you've got to get by them for your 8-year-old kids.
Yeah.
So the entire family, you can't afford to have kids. It's not a case you can't afford to have kids. You can't afford to supply them with mobile phones.
Yeah. I know, it's ridiculous. It's got right out of hand, Had I said to my parents back when I was like 11 or 12 years old, hey, I need a mobile phone so I can keep in touch with my friends and whatnot. They're like $700 and it's going to cost like $45 or $50 a month in fees. They would have told me to go blow goats.
Yeah. Yeah. What's wrong with a couple of tins with a bit of string on them? That's what we used to do.
Yeah.
By the way, we got a super chat in from BME. Sends in 10 quid for
Yay!
Dunk's roof.
Awesome.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
My roof is a little bit better.
Bombi 1138 in the chat had asked me, what's my favorite Rush song? Red Barchetta. It's about a classic drop-top Ferrari out for a joyride. What could be better than that?
Yeah, but she ran out of characters. She was asking, what's your favorite Russian song?
Yeah. That's a thing. Yeah.
Vodka.
Oh, speaking of which, funny thing, and this is true, in my area, I do quite a bit of thrift store shopping, looking for records and stuff, right? I score quite a bit. I get other stuff too, but what I've noticed in my record looking recently is a lot of Russian classical music and stuff is totally being donated right now. Like, because of the whole war thing and whatnot, people don't want to have the Russian stuff in their collections. They're getting rid of it. Yeah, yeah. It's all over the place, right? Nobody wants it, you know.
But like what? Give me more details.
Oh, like stuff from like the 60s and 70s, like classical. Like I don't really know. I just look through and it'll say like performed by the Russian whatever and stuff,
okay.
and I'm just like, wow, really? All this in here? And then it hit me. I get it. People don't want this in their collections, right?
Oh, so that's a bit sad, really, because don't hit on the Russian musicians and stuff like that,
But it's just a funny reaction.
Most of them like to try to defect anyway.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I want to work for the Boston Pops.
I actually just rewatched recently the episode of WKRP in Cincinnati where the Russian hog farmer wanted to defect. It was funny as hell. Nobody could remember his last name. His first name was Papa, and it was like Sona or something, right? And the guy who hates the Russians and everything, the news guy, he says, they're trying to say his name, and he says, son of a beachy. That was funny as hell.
It is kind of interesting that, it's not that long ago. WKRP, when was that? Like 80s?
79.
79. Yeah. So, we hated the Russians.
Yeah.
And, and there was a period of time where we stopped. The Berlin Wall fell, Glasnost, and we're also like, open armed with the Russians. And we're all friends. We're all working together in space. And now it's, fuck you again. Fuck you, you bastards. You snuck up on us. You like toxic friend, you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And we're back to that stage again. Yeah.
Very much so.
It's a sad world. I hate it.
Yeah.
Well, it's much nicer being friends.
Yeah, there's so many people that are in charge either because of wealth or political power that are just absolute assholes. And it sucks, We got to get those older fucks out. Done. Not by January 6th stuff, though. None of that. No.
Yeah, it's like PJ seen that in the chat says the Bolshoi Ballet weren't allowed to perform in the UK anymore, which is a shame because they weren't involved in the ballerinas. Yeah. What the hell were they doing with the war?
Yeah.
But no, not allowed anymore. It's that's a real shame.
But that's also like sanctioning pressure, like
yes, it is. That is exactly what it is.
Right. So I agree with it on that angle. Right.
Yeah.
It's just like in Formula One that
and
Nikita,
other sports events.
Yeah. Russian drivers all lost their super licenses and stuff. Screw you. You're done.
Yeah. It's not a hit on them personally, and we all hate it.
Yeah.
But it is a kick in the teeth for the the government, the Russian government, because as far as they're concerned, these sort of things are the face of Russia.
Exactly.
The good face.
Olympics and all that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But you take that away from them, then they just lose the ability to look like, a caring world.
Humans.
Yeah, humans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the word.
Yeah.
Maggots.
Bork.
Yeah.
Bork scum.
Yeah, it's kind of like sad when you see it with Starsky as well. That any Russian, as far as he is concerned, is the enemy. Just any civilian is the enemy.
But you can't blame him.
No. I don't blame him at all. No. But it's just
natural reaction, right?
It's a sad state of affairs when that sort of thing happens. I mean, the same way as we did, in World War II with the Germans,
or Argentina with you guys
years.
now. They still hate your guts.
Yeah, well, we hate them too. Smelly bastards. But
I shouldn't have brought it up.
no, I don't really hate them. But
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
but the thing is, it takes years. It takes years for that sort of like hatred to go away. Generations for that
Yeah.
hatred to go away. I mean, I still joke with my son, and well, you know what I'm like with the World War II in Germany and stuff like that. I'm always cracking jokes about it, and my son, I didn't live through World War II. But why is my son still cracking jokes about World War II? It's like,
well, it's a tradition now between Germans and Brits, right?
yeah.
It's the same way that Brits and Aussies seem to always give each other some stick too.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think a lot in India do that yet. But,
Oh, I'm sure that Indians do. Yeah. Given half a chance, they have a go too.
I'm sure they would.
Yeah, Indian comedians in the UK, they love it.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
They really have a good go at it.
Definitely. Thought I heard somebody doing that. I'm a child and I'm just going to keep knocking on your door until you finally respond.
In other words, the postman.
Yeah.
Amazon.
Yeah, but I think it stopped.
It's probably that Amazon delivery you've been waiting 2 months for.
Yeah, no, it finally showed up the other day. Yeah. Felix has one of those Fire Stick 4K yada yada thingies on his TV now. Yeah. But it works nice, He can just say, hey Alexa, blah blah, and it'll filter through the Plex server and Amazon Video and any other service I put in, and that's pretty nice. It's good for him, right? It works well. The remote is Bluetooth as well, so he doesn't have to point, because sometimes he'll be like, just kind of sort of maybe pointing at it, and sometimes it'll bounce off the wall and work, and other times he's just like, infrared is not his friend. He don't like it. Yeah. It's just
that's old fashioned.
Yeah. It's just a spectrum thing. Like everything else in his life, like his Xbox controllers and all that, it doesn't matter where he's looking. Damn thing just works, right?
It's funny when you said it's a spectrum thing. I was thinking, of course it's a spectrum thing. It's infrared. It's on the spectrum. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's obviously a spectrum thing.
Did you ever actually?
Do you remember the old TV remotes where it was like a clicker?
Yeah. Oh, we had one of those. Had a big wire going across the room, and God forbid you tripped on it, because damn, you'd get in trouble. But ours was a 2-piece thing because we lived out in the country. So we only had like 14 TV channels because we didn't have cable out there yet. So we had one of those stupid big antennas outside. So you would pick the channel you wanted on the TV channel box, but then you also had this rotary dial thing to move the antenna to point the right direction. And
wow.
Yeah, so we had little stickers on it to make sure you knew where to point it for the channels. And that worked until, I don't know, I think I was about 13 and we finally got cable out there.
So your house looked like Jodrell Bank out the back. You had a big dish and...
Not a dish, but it was a huge antenna. Before we had the big dish, in the place we lived before, we had one of those big dishes to get like bootleg satellite TV and stuff and whatnot. And that was pretty cool.
Yeah, just gonna change the channel.
Yeah, exactly. Channel surfing could take like 30 minutes, man. But at that point, you only had
Locking
5 channels.
Into the satellite.
Yeah,
as long
as you had what was called the TV guide at the time, you would just, you would know. You didn't. There was no channel surfing. No point then.
No.
But at that time, I had a blue box, so I was able to use my computer and dial into BBS boards from all over the place and whatnot. And I was very much into that anyway. Why not, right? That was more fun. All my software free and all that. Just like now, but slower. Yeah. Duncan Stewart. Yeah, remember when a TV station would actually play the national anthem and they would just simply be done for the day and they'd be gone until like 6 a.m. with the news? Yeah.
6 a.m.
Or whatever. I don't know.
It was years in the UK before we started actually having TV in the morning.
Wow, really?
It would be like test cards till about, 1 or 2 o'clock.
Don't interrupt my crumpets with that damn television.
But yeah, I remember the national anthem was always so damn loud, and I think they did that on purpose to wake your punk ass up because you'd always be on the couch just
Yeah, I don't. Oh, somebody else in the UK, PJ, you'll remember. I don't think they actually played the UK national anthem at the end.
They probably played Sex
television.
Pistols. God Save the Queen.
I can't remember. Maybe they did. And then it just went to the little black dot.
Yeah. If I worked at the BBC, I would have snuck in Yankee Doodle one night just to see if anybody noticed.
Yankee Doodle down. Yeah. Apparently BBC TV used to too. Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
I can't remember.
Yeah, long ago very long ago.
Oh, so we've got a super chat from Susan for $5 with a little cute little fox going, hiya.
Yeah. Hey, that's cool. I like that little foxy guy. Thanks, Susan. Very cool. Too bad there's not a thing I could do where I could make the little GIF graphic thingy come up bigger, YouTube's behind when it comes to how it could give us information and data to use on live, right? We have to use like Streamlabs and other services and stuff. Why isn't YouTube doing this? I don't quite get that.
I bet you there's a code. I bet you there's a code somewhere that does
maybe hidden in the API.
It would have to be.
Be interesting. Be very interesting. I wonder.
Yeah. Too smart for us buggers.
Hey, Andrew's here. How's it going? So let's see here. What time is it? Okay. Yeah, I'm getting close to running out of time now with the supper thing and whatnot coming up.
You got to start prepping.
Yeah, we're doing like the whole burrito thing and whatnot. So I got to make like 9 bowls of different stuff that you all stuff into another thing and wrap, right? No.
Right.
Yeah. So, but it's cool, Felix really likes it. We'll watch a video from that Eugenio Derbez actor guy he really likes. Watch one of his movies. It's I think tonight he wants to watch the Dora City of Gold movie because he's in that one. But he's in a bunch. Dude's pretty popular.
You'll have to put some of those movies on Dickflix. So
they are, but if anybody knows Unraid in a decently well way, let me know at the sillyshill@gmail.com because holy have I hosed the networking part of that damn app and I might have to start it from scratch again. Oh my God. Oh yeah, I was screwing around after having a couple of drinks and then I didn't take good enough notes about what I was doing and now I'm just in cluster hell, right? It's ridiculous. So, well, I'll get it figured, I mean, it wouldn't.
I told you, you with that server, it's going to be like someone with a custom built car. You're going to be constantly under the bonnet, tinkering with it and making it work.
Yeah, but what happened is I was trying to get it to work with this new supplied router thing that I got from my damn ISP without having to get another router involved because there's an issue with that Apple router I have from before. It shuts down after like 20 minutes and the power supply is getting really hot.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I was trying to get around the limitations of this new router. It won't even do port forwarding proper. It will open ports, but it won't let me forward them. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so I was trying to get around it and I screwed it right up. So I might have to just zero and start from the beginning. But there's no data loss then. I just, rebuild it. No big deal. Andrew says he can email me tomorrow. Oh, that'd be great, man. It's thesillyshill@gmail.com. Yeah, I just hosed it up.
No, not .com, not .com.
Yeah. The non-dirty one. Yeah.
Well, that's what you said.
Yeah, well, it was just a Canadian slip of the pronunciation, maybe.
Ooh, slip of something.
Yeah. So yeah, we should wrap it up so that I can get.
Yeah, we bored the hell out of you lot, folks, long enough.
Yeah, and I gotta get cooking and stuff.
Yeah, no, Dick, that's not how you end up round out a show. You never see Stephen Colbert doing his show, and at the end of the show, he goes, "Well, thanks for coming, everybody, but I've got to go because I've got to go and cook dinner." And yeah, so I'll speak to you next show.
Yeah.
No, come on, be a professional.
All right. So yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody. It was very nice to hang out with you and whatnot. And hey, thanks, Susan. It's always great spending time with everybody doing this, right, buddy?
Yeah, this is a nice little, Sunday relaxy, nothing hard hitting, nothing, nothing stressful like the 42 show. Just
slower,
just sit
less
back,
pace. Yeah.
Just sit back and chat with the guys.
Yeah,
and people in the chat. So thank you everybody for coming, and thank you everybody for your super chats and your support and all that kind of stuff, and helping me with the roof because oh god, that's a stress.
Yeah, we'll be doing that fundraiser for a little bit too, because every little bit helps, and we got to try to alleviate this unbelievable burden, especially with the Hollywood strike. Dunk hasn't worked in months, and now that it might be coming to an end, he's post-production. He still won't work for months.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody, and real big thanks for helping with the roof fund. We might as well thank, CF Beauty here for running everything with us and in the background and so on, and helping us make sure that everything's in check. And who do we got here? We got BME and Shayna Caldwell and Penis PJ CNET, and I almost called him Penis something there. Sorry, dude. Any other names I gotta do on the moderator team there? I'm just looking through. Hey, David Worley. Yep. We'll give him a shout out because he's usually on the shows with us. I don't know. Kind of babbling now. Should probably hit a button.
Hit the button. Good night, everybody. Stay shiny.
Good night, everybody. Be cool.
Kissy kisses.
It's over. Go home.